Alpha Tauri, a team that in 2020 I was on the very small camp of hating the livery that they threw onto that car, being as bold as to say they will have the most improved livery for 2021. And at the wee hours of the morning on Friday, February 19th, Alpha Tauri revealed to the world with some insanely good video production, the Alpha Tauri AT02, and it definitely lives up to that expectation. 2020 Alpha Tauri livery was loved by many, but just not by me. The overall look was clunky, there were lines where there shouldn't be lines, everything was just all over the place, the curves didn't make any sense whatsoever, and overall the package just looked sloppy. Now, the AT02 takes some massive leaps forwards in livery design. For starters, the top-down view of the 2020 car, you had this really harsh navy blue line which then turned into the white. It looked very clunky, very off-putting, and made the car look like it was going slow and just felt overall incomplete. And now with the 2021 car, the entire top half is that navy blue, making it much easier on the eyes to look at, and honestly, some major points for me. Now, not only do you have the entire top half of the car being that pretty navy blue, you have it kind of cutting off with the white and flowing through the car as if air would in real life. As you all know abundantly by now, I prefer liveries that look like they're flowing with the way the air would flow around the car. It's why I didn't like last year's, where you had that really weird curve from the navy to the white that was a different radius from the actual Alpha Tauri logo. Just looked really off, really clunky. It looked like it was slow going on the track. And this thing, I guarantee you, once it's on that track, it's gonna look like it's just zipping along. To put this into proper Canadian terms for us here, the 2020 Alpha Tauri car was an absolute gong show, and the 2021 car is a pure beauty. Absolute looker, perfect looking car. Okay, maybe not perfect. There's still issues I have, like the fact that the logos at the back, they're not really centered properly. That's a problem, but overall, the delta is just huge. And don't even get me started on the pinstripe going underneath the little blue wave. It's so perfect. I'm gonna have to contain myself. Back to the desk, I need to take a seat. Now the one thing that really just made me quease about the 2020 car was the front end, that head-on shot that we would always see coming down the straights. We'd look the Alpha Tauri right in the eyes. The nose, right? The nose was so wide, so clunky, and just looked so out of place, and the white just really accentuated that. This year's nose isn't much narrower, but the fact that it's navy kind of hides that just a little bit more. Like, that's why I really like the Renault and the Mercedes and the McLaren. They have the nice skinny noses. It looks much sleeker. And the barge boards as well. They were black barge boards on a white background, and it just looked sloppy. Barge boards are the part of the car you typically want to hide, and they just stuck out like a sore thumb. Some people thought it was aggressive. I thought it looked sloppy. This year, the barge boards are white on a white background, so they're going to disappear. You won't have to worry about looking at them. And for a fashion company, I really expected more last year when it came to elegance and design, because that thing was just pitiful. All in all, I am extremely pleased with the way the Alpha Tauri car this year looks. I can actually say it's a good looking car. I'm happy to see it. I don't think it's going to be my favorite on the entire grid for the entire season. We're still yet to see so many new cars come out, but I can happily say that it is the most improved car from 2020. It had the biggest delta, the biggest jump in quality. I can say that for sure. Now, it's not perfect. Like I said before, not a huge fan of how the logos aren't perfectly centered. That could be done a bit better. But all in all, I'm really happy with it. But as always, let me know what you guys think. Down in the comments, I want to know what the kind of general consensus over this livery is. And keep in mind, it's going to look much better once it hits the track in Bahrain testing. That's going to be fun to see under the lights. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one as much as I enjoyed making it. Feel free to lick the stamp, send that subscribe button down below, drop a like if you really liked it, and don't miss the apex.